guys, so today I'm here to do another video in the same outfit. I told you I was marathon filming some videos. So these are all going to go in a box the second I'm done filming this video anyway. But today I thought it would be fun to do my A to Z challenge video because I forgot to mention I am doing that challenge as well because I was going to do it last year and I didn't. So basically the A to Z challenge is you find a book that corresponds with either the letter of the alphabet, like each letter of the alphabet has to go to either the author's, like a letter in the author's last name. This is a lot harder to explain than I thought it'd be. Or like the first letter in the title, A and that stuff doesn't count. So I decided to choose a letter that matches each of the titles of the book. So I'll show you all the books that I picked because there's a lot on my desk right now. Obviously there's 26. So for A, I picked And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I loved 10 by Gretchen McNeil, and all of you guys told me that I should read this one because 10 was based off of this. So it's very short. I don't know if I'm going to read all these books in order, like from A to Z, whatever. So for B, I picked The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon because I received this book from Penguin Canada and it's a really pretty book, so I feel like I should read it, and yeah, it's just really big. So for C, I picked Criers Cross by Lucy McMahon because I've read like all of her other books except this one, so I think this is a standalone too, and I need to read more standalones. For D, I picked Dark Eden by Patrick Carman. This is a book that I watched the book trailer for, and it really grabbed my attention, and I keep meaning to read this. I was going to read it back in October, and I never got to it. So it just looks really good, and I own the second one to this too. Then I have Easy by Tamara Weber. Alyssa loves this book, and I really like the new adult genre, so I picked this one. For F, I picked Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien because I have not read or seen The Lord of the Rings. So I have no idea what the series is about. I'm trying to read The Hobbit, but, you know, this book is really big. So, I'm sure I'll get to it eventually, but I've owned it for a really long time, like over a year, so I should probably read it. And then for G, I picked A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin because I made the mistake of telling Phil I would have this read by May. So I gotta get on that. But I haven't seen anything from the series, so I don't really know anything about either the book or the show. But I own the first 4 books in this series, so I might as well read it. And then for H, I picked The Help by Catherine Stockett. Again, I haven't seen the movie, and I'm not entirely sure what this is about, but 1962. So I've heard good things, and yeah. Then for I picked I Am Not a Serial Killer by Dan Wells. My brother actually read this whole trilogy and he liked it. My brother's not a reader, so that gives me high hopes for this, except it took Keisha a really long time to read. So, I don't know, it's short, so it should be easy to fly through. Then for J, I picked Just Like Fate by Kat Patrick and Suzanne Young because Suzanne Young wrote The Program and I love those books. So one of my real life friends actually read this and she really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's kind of like Pivot Point in the way that there's 2 options and it kind of shows what would happen with each one. Then for K, I picked The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness because I loved A Monster Calls by him, and I've heard good things about this series. Trilogy? I think it's a trilogy. Plus I met him and he's super nice, so I feel like I need to read all of his books. And then for L, I have Legend by Marie Lu because people keep telling me I need to read this series and I own all 3 of them, so I will get to it. Then for M, I picked My Name is Memory by Anne Verschares. This is another one that I've owned, I think before I started booktubing, and I think this is an adult book as well, but I don't know, I'm curious. And then for N, I picked Night Film by Marisha Pessel. This is a really heavy book, and I paid like $40 for it. Yeah, so it's like seriously really heavy though. I've heard really good things. I think it won the Goodreads Award for the mystery or thriller category, one of which. And yeah, I've heard really good things, so I gotta get to that. And for O, I picked Orange is the New Black by Piper Kerman. I've been meaning to watch the Netflix show, but I almost want to read the book first. So then for P, I picked The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde because, like I said in my 2014 goals, I want to read more classics. I think this is the only classic on the list. Oh no, The Lord of the Rings is technically a classic, isn't it? So yeah, I've heard really good things about this one and I'm very interested. And then for Q, because I actually have a book that starts with Q, I have Quarantine the Loners by Lex Thomas. I talked about this book a ton because I'm dying to read it. It sounds awesome, and yeah. And then for R, I picked Ready Player One by Ernest Cline because all of my friends read this and I haven't read it yet, and they keep telling me I need to read it, and I'm gonna read it. So it was like on everybody's top 13 of 2013, so I might as well just get it over with. For S, I picked Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi because everybody loves the series. I own the first two because I bought them when I was in DC, and yeah, I've just heard such amazing things about this trilogy, and the third one's coming out soon, so I might wait till I have that one and then marathon the 3 books together. Then for T, I picked Tokyo Heist by Diana Wren. This is another one Geraldine and I got in DC. I think Geraldine got it too. Got it always. This just sounds like really thriller, kind of like, and it kind of reminded me about High Society. And on the back it says, a missing Van Gogh painting, a burglarized mansion, a ransom note, 2 Japanese gangsters on the loose, an unexpected suicide, and 2 girls who must solve the mystery, save the art, and catch the criminals. So that just sounds so interesting to me, and yeah, I can't wait to read this. Then for U, I picked Unwanted by Christina Olson. This is another one that I've owned for a really long time, and I think this is another adult book because I do want to read more adult. And this is about, I think, a girl that either goes missing or dies on a train, and yeah, that's why I like the cover. That's what captured my attention. So I'm very interested in reading this. And then for V, I obviously had to pick Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead because I keep putting off reading this, and I don't know why, because everybody says how great it is, so I don't know why I haven't been able to bring myself to just pick it up and read it. Probably because of the other hundreds of books I own and haven't read. But yeah, so this will be read this year, if not this month. We're getting so close. For W, I picked Wicked by Gregory Maguire. This is a bind-up of the first 2, and I'm only planning on reading Wicked, but if I like it then I'll read Son of a Witch. But yeah, I got this really pretty edition of it at Barnes & Noble's in September, and yeah, I'm really interested in reading this. And then this is where I had to change a couple things. So for X, I picked Elixir because there's an X in the title by Hilary Duff, and yeah, I really only picked it because I don't really have many other books that have an X in the title, so we're just gonna go with this one. And then, again for Y, I picked The Best End of Your Pathetic Life by Tara Altebrando because there's the Y. And it's short, so I knew I would be able to get through it, and I'll probably read this in the summer since it is a contemporary, but yeah, mostly because it's short. And then finally, for Z or Z, however you say it, wherever you're from, I picked Zero by Tom Levine. This is one I just recently got, and again, I only picked it because it starts with a Z. So those were the books that I picked for my A to Z challenge. That's a lot of books, but I'm excited for all of them. So hopefully I get through them all. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!